Over the past 14 years, I have seen firsthand how my show has changed the lives of my guests. The abused have found the courage to leave their abusers. The falsely accused have cleared their names, and those seeking justice have found it. But I never realized just how much of an impact I had on my viewers. I could not believe the amount of responses I received when I called on my superfans to sit down for a chat. And today, I'm going to meet a few of my superfans to hear, in their own words, how my show has affected them. Up first is Kimmery. She is the definition of a true survivor. After suffering years of physical abuse by her husband, she discovered that he was also sexually abusing a family member. And the second Kimmery found out about that abuse, she called the authorities, and he is now serving 70 years in prison for incest and child molestation. Kimmery, tell me how my show has impacted you.
That's the only thing kept me going. And I found my voice through you. And that's why I'm here today. Because your show showed me that I wasn't the only person alone that went through something like that, you know? It is heartbreaking and it's very hard, and you got me through a lot of those hard times. And I want to thank you for that.
Well, it's certainly, I think, gives me and my staff just great satisfaction that that this show has an impact and gives people the courage to get out of bad situations or speak up and put bad people behind bars. Courtney, tell me how you discovered the show.
Well, one of my relatives posted a video of you basically handing it to someone like you do, and I was hooked after that. I had to go and research who you were a little bit and figure out who is this guy and where did he come from.
Now, you told my producers that you're working towards a master's degree and that my show helps you with your studies, which a lot of things I've heard on the show before, I haven't heard that one.
Well, I'll tell you what, one thing I have learned in school is that when it comes time for us to sit in the room with our clients, we need to understand that the shock value needs to go out the door. And one thing that your show helps with is that shock factor because of some of the stories that you've presented.
What made you want to get into this type of work?
Well, about 10 years ago, I was having some physiological symptoms that I just assumed death was near. I was hospitalized 3 times in a year because I thought I was having heart attacks. I went down this rabbit hole with this counselor and uncovered some of my deepest, darkest secrets that were contributing to my anxiety, my depression, my obsessive compulsive disorder. And that was, in the past, I experienced childhood sexual abuse as well as assault later on in my life.
Yeah. What show stands out to you the most? Is there one particular show that stands out the most for you?
There is, absolutely. The episode was called Mom Guilty of Child Porn with Daughters. The mother's name was Minnie, and her daughters' name were Becca and Birdie. And Birdie was confronting Minnie after 20 years of no communication. And I'll never forget, when you read the results, there was no remorse in Minnie's face or in her voice, while her daughters were, obviously, they had a lot of, physical symptoms that were happening on the show, the shaking, the emotion was coming through. But for me personally, my first thought was, this woman needs help, and so do her daughters. And that's when I felt that feeling, that's when I knew that your show was doing something for me. And that's when I knew I could take on anybody who comes my way.
What episodes do you enjoy watching?
I really like it when you're trying to hold back your laughter and you're just like, I don't even have to read the results to get down to this one. So the cheating episodes are funny. They're hilarious sometimes.
Well, I like those too, and we're going to show a clip of that now.
I'm talking to Steve.
I got a notebook at home full of my feelings, and it's that thick. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I mean, you're hitting on her own mother, and you put it in writing. I mean, how dumb do you have to be? How guilty are you right now, though?
Not at all.
Oh, not really? Because you're totally doing the guilty dance right now. I don't even know if you're what.
He started cheating with the fat, ugly girls he talks to. They're all ugly and fat.
How fat are they?
I told you, Kai, I don't have condoms. My soldiers march, which they doing push-ups now. When they release, they said, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what they did to you.
Billy, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than him? She said yes. No, you said no. You said no.
So I was like, get out my face if I smack you with the chicken.
I said, I wish you would. He said, wish granted. And he smacked me in my face. So.
He said, I wish you would.
And he said, wish granted.
I'm not tripping.
You are tripping. I don't know what tripping means, but you're tripping. Hey, Darianne, out of those clips, what is your favorite?
Oh, easily the how fat question. That got everybody.
You know what? That's what I was just thinking myself. Yeah. I said, that's why I'm laughing right now. Because she was so fat. And I'm like, how fat was she? It's like that old joke. Oh, my God. Well, listen, you guys, I'm glad you found somebody that is there for you in your life, is not going to run out. I'm assuming you're not going to run out, Darian.
No, I'm done running.
You're in. Good. And I'm glad you guys are super fans. That really warms my heart. Good luck to the both of you, and I hope you keep watching the show.
Thanks,
you.
Steve.
Hey, Mickey.
Hey, how are you?
Good. When did you begin watching my show?
Oh, man, bowling shirt days, Steve. Back in 2007, 2008, I started watching your show.
Yeah, that's the bowling shirts were seasons 1 and 2.
Yes.
Now, of all the episodes that you've watched, and you've been watching for 14 seasons, what guest has upset you the most?
It grinds my gears to this day still, but it's Samantha, the Arabella Parker episode. That episode really just, as a mom, and I just don't understand how somebody could allow somebody who, A, is not the father, and B, just to someone who isn't a present person in this child's life from the very beginning, just do something so evil and cruel to their child and just stand by and watch. It's something that I will just never understand. And the end result was this innocent child lost their life. And I can't wrap my mind around how you can allow someone to do that to your child or watch that happen to your child.
All right, well, we have a clip of that. Let's watch it. I don't need a test to tell me that you failed your daughter. I don't need a test to tell me that when it came to your own daughter who's fighting for life, that you're a coward. I don't need a test to tell me that you're one of the most miserable mothers.
Thank you.
You're oh, look at the fight in her. That's the fight everybody wanted to see when you had your daughter. That's the fight. Yeah, look at, she's pushing the door.
Yes, because you're
when you were with that guy.
Yes, and I got kicked out of me every single time.
Where was that fight then?
And I did try.
I
did try.
I don't get it.
I told you.